Hi everyone. I am going to make this video today after watching a movie about a teacher who saw bullying in school, and that teacher saw the kids that were bullied. One tried to kill herself, and another one being beat up in a park. And it reminded me of some things that have gone on in this doll community that are really disturbing to me. The young man who was doing the bullying in this movie was raised in a mansion. His father was extremely wealthy and very powerful, and used that to gain respect in a way, and to get his son out of trouble. However, what you didn't see is that when that teacher got so angry because this was being done to his students, and he knew which student was doing it, and he knew that the father was trying to get his son out of any predicament by threatening his position as a teacher, he took matters in his own hands and lured that student to a park and was yelling and screaming at him to fess up to what he had done, to fess up to all the pain and all the hurt that he had caused. He had a gun in his hand, and I think he was so angry that he wanted to really shoot him. But when he was at his angriest, the young man said, "Stop. Stop. You don't know. You don't understand." And he took his shoes off, and the bottom of his feet were completely scarred, and his feet had been burned so badly. And the young man said, "This is what my father does, and he does it on the bottoms of my feet so nobody will know." And it just kind of reminded me of things I had been observing in the doll community. When people are very wealthy, they sometimes feel like they have power. And power in the internet do not mix well. Power, a sense of power, a sense of being elite and better than the masses, as one YouTuber called the other class. It does things to people, but we must remember that those people have probably suffered themselves in some way. They might have all the money in the world, and they might have the best, most perfectly painted doll you ever saw. But they have pain. They do. They're hurting. And you know they're hurting because of the way they treat other human beings. You know they're hurting. But should we take a gun and shoot them? No. No, we shouldn't do that. We should step away from them. Because we don't want to be involved with hurting anybody. I know it's really hard. It's really hard when people are using the internet, are using social media to hurt other people, to call your dolls garbage, that they're worth nothing. That's really hard to take. To watch somebody bully your friends. It's really hard to take. Because the people, the hearts of the people are what's most important. Not the dolls. Not the dolls, because the dolls aren't the problem. The dolls are beautiful in the eyes of the beholder. That's what makes them beautiful. That's what gives them beauty. Like the Velveteen Rabbit, you remember that story? That Velveteen Rabbit, he was all worn and battered because he had been loved on so much. But he had so much value. He had so much value. He was probably missing an eye. Well, he wasn't perfect. His fur was matted. But he was loved. He was loved. So I just reflecting on that movie, and social media can do so much harm. I don't think that some of these elite people would walk into our home and look me in the face and say, "Your doll is garbage." Do you know that? Can't you see it? Can't you see that your doll is worth nothing? I don't think they'd have the courage to do that. I don't think they would. But it's easy to talk about other people when you're not looking at them in the face, when you're not seeing and feeling their pain, their hurt, their sadness. So I think that what I learned from Julie at the country cottage, when I first started watching videos quite a while ago, she said to all of us, find your tribe. Find your tribe. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. My tribe can't be a part of the elite. I'm out of that now. I'm old. I don't have a lot of money. This one YouTuber said she just didn't. She just was going to get out of the reborn community because the masses had diluted the value of these dolls. And maybe she would go back into her horses. Now, somebody with horses has a lot of value. They have a lot of wealth. You don't have horses without being wealthy. She wanted to make sure that she said that. And she said she needed to go back to horses. She needed to go back to her tribe, her elite class. And that's okay. Let her go. Let her go and love on each other, because the real meaning of our dolls is the love that they create in our hearts. The love that we feel every time we look at one. I found a Ashen Drake doll. It was $35. But when I looked at that doll, his eyes were so beautiful to me. And they just called to me. And that doll means a lot. Would I sell that doll? No, it's okay. Its value to me is greater than anybody would pay for that doll. It has such high value. So, what really matters are the people in our tribe. And I'm so proud to be a part of those people's lives. They're kind, they're sweet. I love to watch their videos. Yeah, some of their dolls, they don't touch me. They don't touch my heart, but that's not what it's important. That's not what the doll community is about. If it touches your heart, that's what's important. So, you know, I love each doll in a special way. I can't even describe it to you sometimes. When I was little, I was raised by a father that was very much like the father in that movie. I did not turn out to be an abuser, but I was abused. I was severely abused. Physically, sexually, in every way. I went through a lot as a little girl. The only thing in my house that made me feel really good were my dolls. They made me feel so good. I was 12 years old, and I remember my mom saying, "You're 12 years old. You're too old for dolls." And I would say, "No, I'm not." And I'd take a baby bottle, fill it with flour and water so it looked like milk, and I would feed my babies. I love those babies. Oh, we have Milo. Hey, Milo. Did you come up here? Can you say hi to all our friends? Say hi, huh? Okay. This is Milo. He's my buddy. He listens to me. He listens very intently. But if there is food around, he's gonna want it. It doesn't matter what time of day, or he's very food motivated, we could say. He's very sweet. Anyway, so to end this video, I just hope that everyone helps each other, and I'm just so proud to be a part of all my friends. There's Julie. There's Spring Flower. Oh, there's Melissa Valentine's Nursery. There's Mandy's Cuddlebug. And, oh, I don't want to leave anybody out. Josie's Jungle Room. Julie's friend, Jen. And all the members of the Facebook group, All Dolls Welcome. Well, if I leave somebody out, I'll talk about them in the next video. Okay, I'll go for now. I'm so happy to have spent time with you. Please come visit me again. Bye-bye.